in this case, welcome Mr. Wilson, you're my student for the day, or for this particular lesson. And today's lesson is pretty straightforward. We're going to do a diagnostic code on a vehicle as per the customer's complaint. So let's go through some basics. Firstly, safety glasses, some gloves, safety shoes. These are all prerequisites. You need to have them on anytime you're in the shop. You also need ear protection, not for this particular lesson, but for noises from other vehicles, other guys conducting other work, using air hammers, air chisels, and that kind of stuff. So, to start with, I'll show you. There's our little computer, which is our diagnostic tool. Yeah. Turn that on. It's been plugged in to the wall, outlet. Screen pops up. You sign in first. You're going to sign in. Okay. So you see that? We've got that switched on. You come to the vehicle, you have these two that we need to use in order to connect. This is the interface we connect to the car. Now I'm going to show you where the connection is. Remember, there's an aspect to that. It goes in one way only. Okay. In the bottom over here, you'll find that the male section of the plug is in there. That's the female side of it. That's to orientate correctly in that. Okay. If you need a light, use a light to see where the plug is. Okay, so that's one part. Second part, utilizing the interface box, the connection between the computer and the vehicle. Make sure there's power on. And then it gets to the computer. There are icons here. If you can zoom in, you might be able to see them. Right. We're going to use this particular icon for pulling up the vehicle's code, and I know you don't like this one, but I do. Use that. Okay, you could use the other one.
The new one's
you're
better.
The guy there. Yeah. We choose the particular model. It says all models. Say enter. All systems. We're only using the engine system. Enter, and we are now in engine control. Okay, which we will enter as well. But now we have to get that power interface connected. So at this point, you're going to take over.
Okay.
Pause. Okay, before we continue, there's something I have to tell you. Because of the location of on how you're going to work, there's little trips and falls that you've got to be aware of. Always make sure you're aware of that. Okay, spatially. Also, ergonomically, the way you go into work down here, watch out for your posture. Right? Don't hurt yourself. So be very careful and be mindful of that. Pause. Okay, Mr. Wilson.
Hello.
Are you all set?
I am.
You have your safety glasses on, correct? Good. You have your gloves. You have your shoes. Oh, okay. Second thing I should mention, if the vehicle is running, what should you be doing?
Well, always, even if you got a door open, you still want a hose to get rid of all the noxious fumes.
There you go. Very good. Okay, if you need light, remember, it's visually important, it's very dark down there. Let's say you didn't know, for example, where it was, but in this case you do.
We
so
have, some good memory.
there you go. You find the connection, oriented correctly. Ignition is on. Okay.
I don't know if you want to close the door, make sure you don't plug in the wires.
Yeah, watch out for the trips and falls. Right.
Alright, we'll try the newer version.
You will do the newer version.
That's the
Go ahead.
74.
Right. Newer version.
Still same, F1.
Diagnostics. So you've confirmed that the interface is connected, correct?
Correct.
This interface is connected, powered on.
I got it to read.
Yeah.
It's already told me it's an Impreza. Model year.
Alrighty.
practiced this thing before. Now, this is also touchscreen too, so I can just do...
Using a touchscreen, okay. Modern technology at work.
Search just the engine.
Very difficult to see this, Michael. But let's see what we have.
Scan DTC.
Right. Okay, so that's how we extract the code from the vehicle's computer, correct?
Yeah.
What else? What else are we doing? That's just, where's the rest of it?
All system scan?
Well, you're going to do a highlight to see what a description of the vehicle's code, right? Or should you not? That's why I prefer the older way, because it will show where and what the code is.
Well, let's find out.
So the new way doesn't really tell you, right? It's the old style. It will have a descriptive.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. That's one lesson you've learned already, even though you've been doing this for a while. Ah, see what I mean? Now you have codes that you can actually see what it says, and you could probably go in and highlight the code and then transfer it over to the manual and then see what the code is. Right? Before the time is running out. Okay, so what have you done so far, Michael?
Printed off the code.
You've printed off the code?
Reference
okay.
purposes.
Good. Right. And you've gone to the computer and you've pulled up a possible bulletin in relation to this code?
Yeah.
Right on. What's our next step, Michael?
Well, not an issue. We can clear the code.
Yeah, if there's any applicable updates, we should apply them, right? In this case, there is none. And what else did you notice about this code? It's not a hard and fast code, right? It's not a hard code.
It was history.
It was in history, correct. It is not a hard code. So, therefore, it is an old code we could probably just erase. Okay.
And if it happens to come back again, it won't be an old code.
Yes. So now we
Clear it.
erase the code. Ignition off, correct.
Now this one's a little different. You just wait 30 seconds and then key on again. Or 15 or so. On the dot.
Yep, 10 minutes. Okay, so
key on. Now it'll just quickly scan again.
you recheck for code again. It'll probably be
No DCC found.
should be cleared.
Clear code.
Okay, code is cleared.
So, disconnect everything. Always wind the vehicle panels. We don't want to drop anything.
Yep. Protect yourself, protect the customer's vehicle. What else should be of importance?
Fender covers if you're ever working in the engine bay for extended periods of time.
There you go.
And keeping things neat and tight.
Okay. It's always important that we return everything to all tools used to the original storage condition for the next guy to use it.
Yeah.
Correct. So what have you learned so far, Michael? Tell me what you have learned from this particular lesson.
Job safety is paramount.
Correct. And
Proper usage of tools and
equipment, yes.
equipment, yeah.
What else is paramount?
Well, have any need for them, but should you need
Very important, right? Extremely important.
your
PPE, right? Personal protection equipment. Have to have it. Right, so now you've learned how to pull a code, clear the code, check for relevant bulletins, right? Since you've not found any need for any reflashing of the computer, basically what else are you going to do?
Well, sometimes, especially a manual, you want to key on
Yeah,
30 seconds or so.
there you go. Just to make sure that the computer's been,
ECU is flashed properly.
well, flashed if it was flashed or reflashed, but also that you don't set a new code whilst we were in there.
True.
Correct? Right. So now,
Idle relearn could be an issue as well.
yeah, could be, but
Not so much with later ones.
especially on these manual transmissions, correct? Right. And I think you've learned a good lesson today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael. High five. Hey.